Let's start. Such a funny thing. You never think about those things. Guys, come on. I have a super funny story. Hi guys, Robert the Fixer Bazo is here with another video. If you're an investor, developer or a buyer and need a consultant to help you throughout the whole process, please call me. Today we're going to critique a property that I actually have sold. So this is very, very interesting to do this. I've been looking forward to criticizing the property which I sold. It's maybe a little bit controversial to do that, but I'm always honest with my clients. So whatever I say here, I would have been able to say to front of them. I want to welcome to my viewers, subscribers, and of course to my haters, because without them, this channel would not exist. So the property we're going to see today, it's a 5.2 million euro property in La Quinta with amazing views. So I'm looking forward to react on this property.
Hi guys and welcome back to our channel. Today we have the pleasure to show you The Nest, an exclusive listing by Home Run Brokers here in La Quinta, Marbella. So let's start the tour with the main entry on the street level right here. What we have here is a passageway that also leads to your carport. We'll come to that later. The main entry, let's enjoy the inside of the house.
Okay, let's speak about the entrance and the house itself. It's a renovated house. It's quite close to the to your border of the plot, but there is so many beautiful details that you're going to see when we go through the house, so you will understand that you need to compromise. This is a 5.2 million euro villa. We have been critiquing properties for 9 million and above, so the expectations are not as high as they should be on the 10 million euro villa, but you would be surprised the details and the carpentry work of this property. From front of the house, there is nothing special. I do like the name The Nest, and it's because it has a small part of the house. It looks like a nest, almost extended from the plot. Beautiful detail. Okay, let's continue.
The entry foyer of the house. What I love about it, immediately you have this sort of mudroom style bench on which you sit to take your shoes off.
This detail I love. Not many properties do that. We actually reviewed a property in La Quinta with the Maro brothers for, what was it, priced at 14.5. When you enter, it's just white walls. You can click here to see that property. Here you enter, you feel it's cozy, dark green bench, you have some cabinets, perfect.
The divider here with the wooden framing, and inside we have the mesh, giving you a glimpse of the elegant staircase that leads to the first level, on which you have the main
beautiful
bedroom,
detail.
Second bedroom, and on this level we have 2 bedrooms.
Just to explain to you, this is the details that counts in a property. Every little thing have been thought through. It doesn't always mean that it's a good way of doing it, but when you think about every last details, it usually gives the extra value on the property.
Now, right up front we have the living room couch area, L-shaped couch.
Just look at the ceiling with the lightning. The TV is bought, it looks like a Samsung frame, so it looks like a painting. Everything is very elegantly done. You have built-in cabinets, beautiful gray color, marvelous detail. I really like it. And I also like the floor, which is more neutral, to highlight everything else in the property.
The porcelain cladding on the fireplace gives it elegance. The millwork here is fantastic, as you can see.
You can also see that around the fireplace, the stone they chose is the same as the one on the staircase, which is a good detail when it's matching this way.
Stay there. Dear audience, how epic is this coffee table here? Basic foundation.
Beautiful coffee table.
The wooden log.
Look at the color combination. It works so well.
It finds its foundation within the log, and I think that's pretty neat. Now let's move on from this area. We also have a coffered ceiling with a nice in-depth and longitudinal
And you also see the black line that's built in AC system, which is so clean and hidden. It's beautiful detail. Remember, we're still talking about a house that is 5.2 million.
A fantastic little detail. Of course, the seats are also custom made for this house by them. Everything here is sort of individualized and made for this home. We also have the circular chandelier hanging down.
Beautiful.
Stone. It's super heavy.
That's actually the table we signed the contract. And that was, what is it, 3 years ago?
Wow. All right. What we also have here is the custom-made kitchen by Clive Christian.
Okay, let's talk about the kitchen. I love the big kitchen island. I do not like when you have the sink in a kitchen island. I would rather change the place with the oven. The hub. I would like to have a nice big hub, especially when you have a breakfast area where you can be with your family, make some breakfast. Being in the same room and being able to cook and eat at the same time would be much nicer, in my opinion. This stone, it is beautiful and a lot of people like it. I'm not a biggest fan. I think it's just steals a little bit attention from the rest of the kitchen. I do like the backdrop tiles, the beautiful small white ones, and the dark green color of the kitchen, which matches as well the entrance. The stone, I don't like also the glossy color. I would like to have more matte. But otherwise, it's a good size kitchen. But here I am 100% sure that they don't have a second kitchen because I've sold this house. But it's still very cozy. I would like to see the hub and the sink to change the spot. But everything else is beautifully done.
And hidden as well, we have a little display of wines, and I've actually just noticed that this is Valduero.
That is just for the view. There is nothing, but it's still nice to have it, you know. But it's just for the show.
Nicely paneled in, we have a freezer and of course a fridge right here from Miele. From Miele we also have...
Here I would have ordered the appliances that go all the way up. You can order customized sizes of appliances. They are much more expensive. We still need to remember it was a 5.2 million euro villa. So I understand why they didn't do that.
The oven on, for instance, had a color which distorted the color palette of the kitchen. So they took it off and actually colored it.
It's something that I reacted when I was in the kitchen. I don't like when you have it so low when you are actually baking and making, because just to look if it's getting ready, you have to go down. I would like to see it somewhere else, much more higher up, which makes it more practical and easier.
Right there, and of course, a nice illumination that comes into this kitchen thanks to the glass sliding doors that we have. Bar stool area there for your morning breakfast.
The layout is actually perfect. You have the kitchen island, you have the dining area inside, you have the pool area on the left. So if you're with a family, you are connected. And in front of you, you have outside dining area. The layout so far.
Patrick.
All right.
I think that sums it up, no?
For the kitchen, yes.
For the kitchen it does, and it also has the access point out to the terrace or the garden area. Of course, we're going to be showing that later, so stay tuned.
I speak a lot about staging. I mentioned when I was selling this house, I would like to have the table staged. The outside table is staged, but I would like to see it inside as well. It's maybe overkill, but it's always good to stage it that way. Same thing with the breakfast area in the kitchen island. There was only stage for 2 people. I would like to have it staged for 4 people because that's how many chairs there are.
You would look at the panel shift right here and wonder, why do they look so weird? And you just hold the camera onto that, Patrick, because I'm going to be getting this right here, which is from Gira Iberica. And basically it's the domotic switch system, and you can choose which ones you want to place where, and of course in which design you would like to have it and in which colors.
Not only that, you can actually choose also which language. So the buyers, I don't want to say from where they are from, they could choose their own language. And a technician will come to your house and set up everything exactly how you want. It's a very, very good system.
Guest toilet, and there's a cute little story about it. So let's just walk inside. The stonemason that has done the flooring here.
So this flooring, it's handmade. It's an amazing detail to have it, the name of the villa, where you enter as a guest and you see wallpaper around, beautiful stone. Remember still, this is a 5.2 million euro villa. We have been looking for villas 9, 10, 16, 30 million. And these details have not been mentioned or shown in those villas. This is a proof. I will tell at the end what my prediction is. Not my prediction because I sold it, but what my advice would be for you.
It's a big mirror. Without the trimming, it would just be overwhelming, but obviously the trim just subdivides the areas. Wow, that's a lot to say about a toilet right there.
Look at the doors, look at the wardrobes. All of them are same color, same details. It's a splendid job. I wish that this corridor had more art, but otherwise, so far, very good.
In great contrast to the baseboard that we have here, with also the black trim.
And this is also a super expensive detail to do this black detail, and also the detail on the floor with the same gray color as the rest. Beautiful touch.
And the first bedroom right here. Let's have a look. Let me point out that all the bedrooms have ash oak parquet flooring, which just adds warmth to the space. The bed is nicely centered with the bed framing extending all the way to the ceiling. Here we have a working desk with the mirror that also has the outline with LED lights, so it's nicely illuminated.
The beds are spacious. They have a lot of wardrobes and storage. I do like the table, but the bed should have been facing the other way. I know it's facing the mountain, La Concha, but I think many people would appreciate more open sea views. From there, the opposite side, you would get beautiful sea views.
Now here we would have the ensuite bathroom. Let's have a quick look. The one sink vanity here is floating. Drawers are just underneath.
Look at the details. There are so many details.
Looking sink that kind of disrupts the cleanness with the 4 layers it presents, which is the white, the black, the white, and the black.
This is the bathroom for the first bedroom.
It works very well with the wallpaper that's also present here. You remember, Patrick?
Yeah, microfibers.
Carbon fiber?
Fiber.
I think it's carbon fiber.
It's glass fiber, guys. Come on.
We are two brilliant guys.
Buttons here to put on the water, etc. And a rain shower, of course.
Beautiful rain shower, good size.
That's carbon fiber or just fiber? I'm not pretty sure.
Glass fiber, guys. Come
And
on.
yeah, continuation of wallpaper. Perfect. Let's continue. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's glass fiber.
Thank you.
Nice soft close, and the door trims is also in the same color as the door. Yeah, it's good.
I love the details.
And the handles here are just exquisite. Now we have the cupboards here with the same effect as I mentioned before, which...
Look, this bed is placed correctly towards the sea view. A lot of storage, a lot of wardrobes, beautiful lights.
Now, here we would have the ensuite bathroom, a quick look, with the one sink vanity set.
Another one beautifully done. They didn't, they really went all in. I love it.
Kind of, I don't know, it confuses me when I look at it because it does look so real that I'm like, how can that not be real? Anyways, let's continue. Now that sums it all up. It was about 200 square meters of size that we have just toured on this level with 2 bedrooms, the kitchen, the living room, and the dining table. And now I would welcome you to go with us upstairs to look at the main bedroom, which is fantastic.
This is a perfect example. Just look at these details. The pillar is used for a reason. They use the same gray color, they put details, they put a mirror. You just don't leave a pillar like this. And look at the staircase, same stone as the kitchen, as around the fireplace. They also even use the stone underneath the staircase, so when you walk, you can see above. These details makes the difference.
Let's have a look. at the main bedroom. Here we also see the various picture windows illuminating the space, and of course the 3 chandeliers that illuminate the staircase at night, which you're also seeing.
So from here you see how close it is to the road. I do like the staircase. I'm not the biggest fan about the stone they chose, but it still looks beautiful. What I would like to see different is the lights. It should be something that goes in different levels so you can highlight the whole deepness of the staircase. Otherwise, you have a lot of natural light coming in from front and back. I would even try to increase the window, the big one, to even bigger one. I'm almost sure it was possible.
Now we have a continuation of the wallpaper feature on this.
You have only 2 bedrooms upstairs. You usually need to have at least 3 bedrooms, but still, this is a 5.2 million euro house with a lot of features. So it's excusable.
Right here we would have the cupboards, just as we have seen. So I'm not going to go into very much detail, but what I do appreciate about this bedroom is that it has a big window which you can open, and of course blinds that close in case you want complete. All 5 bedrooms in this house are en suite. Let's just have a quick look into this. Now, without going into much detail, because it's a repetition of what we have seen, I just wanted to point out that when you sit here and
Sitting on the toilet.
drum rolls, ladies and gentlemen, because this door guides you to a dream main bedroom, and it's a delight to share it with you, so let's go. Now, have I promised too little? I do not think so, because this bedroom in its size, design.
Look at the details, look at the ceiling, look at the size of the bed, look at the views. You still have to understand this is a 5.2 million euro villa. It's a splendid job with the details. I love it.
Fantastic lamps that are dangling down with the same natural stone vibe inside. Just dynamic looking chandelier fixtures.
I don't like this bed frame. I don't like the color. It's too much of contrast of the white and the gray. I think it should have been gray to match the rest. Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't like in this room.
Here, the bed framing that extends all the way to the ceiling itself,
You see,
which is
it's a
covered
little bit too
once
yellow.
again in the rectangular spaces that are sort of sunken in with indirect lighting, and the entire house has these elegant black slots, which is the air conditioning of the house, which I said saves up to 30% if you have the function on that exchanges the air from inside outside. All right, that makes sense. We also have from left to right glass sliding windows, allowing you to enter and exit onto the terrace.
This is a small master bedroom, but still they utilize the room quite nice. I do like the walk-in closet, which is more...
This would be your walk-in closet.
Would be your wife's walk-in closet. You would not be able to touch anything inside there. It looks like a little bit more like a store, you know, where you highlight your nicest items. There is not so much storage, which I understand there is not so much space, so you had to play around. If you need a lot of storage, yeah, you need to close it off. But this carpentry was very, very well done. But this is more for the show.
And yeah, just a fantastic space. You also have the LED slots here illuminating your clothes, a mirror setup, and the possibility to pocket this space closed. Window that not only allows you access to a private terrace, but also gives you a stunning view that we should be looking at now.
The views are marvelous. You see 2 beautiful palms. You have see La Concha. You see the sea. Of course, if it would be completely flawless, you would not want to see the apartment building in front below, but you cannot get anything.
Check out the view of the La Concha mountain at the far back, the palm trees, the greenery, and of course, if you turn the camera around, that view is just as epic because you have the entire coast.
The view is amazing. It's just the apartment down below. Everything else is really, really good.